No Corey, which I'm kind of sad about. I said he's sick. Fucking no Corey, which I'm kind of sad about. I said he's sick. Fucking no
He's
Corey,
sick,
which I'm
alright.
kind of sad about. I said he's sick. Fucking I'm sick of him. Oh no, just
He's
kidding,
sick of a
Corey.
lot of things.
Just kidding, Corey. I'm not sick of you.
Yeah, that's not what he said earlier. But okay.
Be live.
Yep, we are.
All right. What's going on?
Anything you'd like to get off your chest, Eric?
Where do we start? Do we
Yeah.
start with the league or do we start with
Let's start
the
with
real
what happened a
that
couple
happened
hours
today?
ago. Let's start there. Because it's still fresh.
Well, I'm waiting for Penske to post that they're having tryouts for the 12 crew because then I'll make my way to Charlotte.
Go out to the tree outs.
Oh fuck!
Come
Like
try
today,
out for
No.
our pit crew.
yeah, Blaney's race today really summed up how his whole year is. Right? They bring rocket ships most weeks, and then they either step on their dicks or have bad luck, and today had both. So
Alright, that reminded me on the scene on the longest yard. What the fuck is a tree out? That's tryout, you big dumb bitch.
yeah,
It's gonna be the people
yeah.
showing up.
And at first I was pissed off at Bubba, but then after watching more replays, I think Larson just parked it on exit after Reddick hit the wall. And
I think he called him a dirty. I think you called him a dirty word.
yeah, I might have.
I mean, I
Said a
already
lot of
told
bad
I
words
could
after
see
that.
it from both angles because I mean Larson was checking up for Reddick, and then there's people that were blaming Blaney for putting Reddick in the wall. But I mean, you're racing for the lead. Reddick's tires were shot. He had to do something, and Blaney just said, "Well, I'm on the bottom. You're just gonna have to get over it. I'm here." So
Yeah, like there was no way Reddick was going to hold him off.
no,
I mean, Blaney was just so much faster. Um, yeah, I think I'm more annoyed that it was a car 100 laps down that fucked up the race. Kind of ties into our league stuff a bit, lap cars, but maybe we'll get to that later. Um, yeah, it's just like I said, that's kind of how things are going for Blaney this year, and whatever. At least they're fast, so I mean, it's gotta go right eventually, right?
I mean he was the only one that consistently could pass people in traffic today. I mean, car. We could talk about the car all we want. It is kind of crap in traffic, but he was the only one that consistently could weed through traffic, and the car didn't like go to shit at the end of a run, whereas
Yeah,
everyone else was like falling off.
Blaney just killed everybody on the long run.
I don't know. It was how the car was set up, or maybe he just knew how to save his tires better, which also could be a part of it. But I just felt like he was the only one consistently that there was some in the early part of the run could pass through traffic, but then he was the only one at the end of a run, like 40, 50 laps in, was still passing cars. So that to me, and then he stepped on his own dick early in the race. On top of that,
Yeah, actually, really, Blaney and team they generally bring good long run cars. I mean, you think about his wins in Martinsville, and that's kind of how it went. Killed him on the long runs and Phoenix and things like that. Places he's good. Um, yeah, like I said, today was just bad luck and step on their dicks, and I don't know. This is what it is, but
well, I just saw this tweet from Bob Pacris. The Cup Tech is complete. Hamlin is the winner. NASCAR took Busch ECR engines, Blaney's Roush 8 engine, Byron's Hendrick engine, and Reddick's TRD engines to the engine dyno. Don't know what that means. I guess they're taking him to closer look at him, I assume.
I don't know. I guess it's a good engine. It didn't blow up.
But again, I mean, it proved that if you had good track position, you could stay up front. Like, because there was guys that were up front early in the race, got stuck between pit stops and other shit, stuck, towards the back that were garbage back there. They could not go forward.
Yeah, yeah. Blaney was really the only one that was able to pass cars and make a lot of progress. Then you had the yellow that came out in the middle of the pit cycle when Keselowski lost the wheel nut. Um, yeah, it's fuck. I don't know. You see that with this car a lot of places though. Like you could take a car that's leading and put him in the back, and then you might not see him again.
I mean, it was similar to us this week too in our own race. I mean, once you're just stuck back there, you feel like you can't go forward. Like there was guys that I could go forward in like the first 5 to 10 laps, but then after that, if you're not in tire save mode, you're just like dumpster fire.
Yep, get all you can get on a restart, and then you kind of run where you are. I had a fun race Thursday night. I know.
I'm glad you
some
did.
guys didn't. I don't know where to start.
I'm glad you had a great fun race. I did for 104 laps, and then it was ruined.
Yeah. Come on, I know you want to go off on that.
I want to, but at the same time, there was admin decision made, and they did something. I mean, I just don't get it. So you can attribute part of that to, obviously there was some beef between the 5 and the 50 because it did look like intentional wrecking to me prior to that, right? And there's a part that NASCAR, or not NASCAR, god fuck, iRacing needs to fix caution detection at Darlington. Because if you're below the racing line at all, there's like nothing at all.
Yeah, in the real life race today, there was a lot of yellows that would not have been a yellow if we were iRacing.
Yeah, the first Larson wreck, I was like, man, that's not a yellow. That's fine. That's not a yellow. Like, just keep going. So I mean, that's part of it, right? But at the same time, what happened was by someone that shouldn't. They should know better. If any of us are in that same situation, and you're stuck. I mean, I assume that's what the problem was. He was stuck because he's right on the seam in turn 3. Then you put it in reverse, and you back up. You don't try to go forward. Now, if he was trying to cause a caution, I don't know. That's up to him. I'm not going to speculate. But put the car in reverse, go backwards, and do not. Oh, the car's broke. I'm sorry. Well, if you went backwards, you know the car's broke, and you wouldn't go into the racing line where the leaders are.
God, I wish we could put replay snips on this podcast. That'd be great.
I have it. Well, you can't look at the broadcast because they didn't even see it.
Oh,
they didn't even
know
what happened to me.
Just open that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've all been there. We're running,
Is Fox doing our broadcast on Thursday? That's what I want to know. Because they didn't see nothing. I mean, literally, I've been in the pits for 20-something laps, and they go, oh, what happened to Garrett? I don't know if you looked. Hello? God, it's like Boyers up there. Can't see nothing.
How many guys do they have in the booth?
2.
So why can't another guy go on, whoever's not broadcasting it, the other spotter guy or whatever he does?
Yeah.
Just go and rewind.
Well,
take a look at it.
On Wednesday nights we got one guy, and he sees it, and he'll find it for us.
Well, I mean, they got lucky. SCSRA got lucky with a really good broadcast group. These guys, well, this guy now.
Yeah,
badass.
I feel bad for him because you could tell from his personality he's better with someone else up there with him. So he's trying. I mean, he is trying his hardest, and I give him credit for that. And he's not bad. I like the dude. I think it was his name Matt. I think.
Yeah.
He's cool. He's a cool dude. Um, but God Almighty, it just
But
man.
this is what I learned. He's got guys that on that broadcast team that are racing. Okay, why don't you get out the car and go help him in the booth?
Who, Matt?
Yeah,
Oh, you're talking about the. There's two of them, I think.
Garrett Cat.
Yeah. Which
He's the one that posts the stuff on TikTok and shit like that.
see, I didn't know they post on TikTok. I haven't seen that. I have to look at that.
So they just started doing it.
Oh, let's see. And Derek, I mean, Derek's cool. I mean, if he gets out of the way, at least he has for me. He's never been in my way.
No, he's
So
cool.
I just, man, it's just you don't they didn't see it, and then they went and saw what happened to Martin, but instead of watching and waiting, they cut it off right before he hit me or turned right up in front of me.
It's given that you or I have never done this before. I don't know if it's completely fair that we judge them so harshly, but I mean they do have a job to do and they're getting paid for it. So
I'm I'm not gonna I don't want to bash them too hard, but I've also seen, you know, other broadcasters do it where they have guys watching multiple instances until they find it and go, "Oh, here it is," and then they cut
right.
to it. But I mean, I don't know how they run their operation. So I don't want to speculate, but it's like come on, man. You have a guy that literally was top 3 all race and you don't know what happened to him. He's just in the pits. That kind of bothers me. Should it, bothers me as much as it does? Probably not, but you know, we all have people watching, um, or most of us have people watching, and I can pull up my point of view from my stream of what I saw if y'all want to see it.
So I
Let's
will
see it.
say I don't know how hard it is to be a broadcaster. I've never done it, but what we have now is far better than what we did a couple years ago.
I agree. Oh yeah, because you don't have a
Far better.
broadcaster borrowing money from other racers.
Yeah. So there was that year, 2 years ago. I was leading. I was leading at Dover, but I was on the wrong fuel strategy. So unfortunately, I had to pit with a few to go, and the broadcast completely missed me, the leader, pitting at the end. Like they were just watching God knows what, and then they go back up front. Oh, such and such is leading. Like no mention of what happened to me.
Right.
And when I went back and watched it, I'm like, the leader pit in the last few laps, and you just fucking missed it. Like that was pretty bad. These guys now, I think, for the most part, do a pretty good job. They're not gonna be perfect, but I think it's a lot better than what we have had. So
So let me. You guys might have to pull up my stream for you two in here, because I'm just gonna bring it over to my main screen that's being streamed, and I can put it and show you what I saw. Let me do
Sorry,
this.
haven't had.
Well, give it a minute. Let's see. Oh, that's a terrible picture. Hello.
yeah, we got a Taco Bell commercial.
Give it a minute. I thought I turned off ads. Maybe I need to double check that.
All right.
So let's go forward just a wee bit. So my tires were dying at this point, and I killed them early, and I was just, trying to hold position for pit stops that were coming up. Because I was trying to split the last little bit. Is this coming to it? I think it is, because Tony's in front of me. So the wreck's already happened. He's already sitting right here. So And I know people called out that there was someone sitting there. No caution.
Damn, Garrett, keep hitting the wall.
Sorry. My
Hey,
tires were
Garrett,
dead. I
Jesus.
said that. And then, boop.
Yeah.
So, what do I do
Oh,
there?
I seen you queue up. I seen you queue up. What did you say?
Oh, I think I said, look, the car won't turn. Look at my wheel. Like, I'm trying to make it turn. It will not turn.
Man.
If you want to hear what I said, I'll back it up a little bit further.
But you was the third.
Yeah. Here you go. I'll let you hear it, Travis.
Somebody sideways, 2, 3.
Oh.
Dude, are you serious?
Clear. Inside.
Caution.
Clear.
That was ridiculous. That was bad.
Like,
How's my radio been today? Could you hear me fine?
Wait for you to say, how dumb are you?
Boy, you got me. No help.
What was that?
It's open. No,
Corey
close.
was mad for me.
Come around at 94. Come around at 97. Come around
Yeah,
at
that was
28.
bad.
Come around at 96.
Give me a damn EOL.
96. Come around at 53.
It's some
Alright, you're gonna have to come around
motherfucker,
at
the dude that
5.
called me slow the week
Alright,
before,
give it come around
said
at 3.
language.
Go back to the tail end of the longest line. Just
Who's
fall
still?
back. Alright, so we're gonna have to come around.
It won't turn. Like,
Be
this
lining
is
up behind the 52.
Yes!
You could be lining up behind the 52. They could be lining
Yeah,
up
and then
behind
also
the
notice
52.
that was not
Could be
even an
behind the
iRacing
52.
caution. That was an admin
We go.
caution.
We go. What are we waiting for?
Like that was a wreck.
Yeah.
Like you died in iRacing. So
This is right here. Let me see if I threw my headset. I wonder if that's in the audio.
The 5 just
Pit
turned
road
him.
is open.
So I'm reviewing it. Let me see if I get.
We all get black flag because he stopped.
You could have gave a warning or a call out. We come around the corner, we can't see that.
I'm trying to get to where I threw my headset, and I wonder if you can hear it because that's be a good soundbite for Corey to get. Is me fucking done? Just oh, that's where I threw it.
Hey,
So
y'all still got guys complaining about language? Like, you're online. You're on the internet.
It's a joke. It was a running joke
Oh.
because Scott always says it, and so it became a running joke that, and I think I technically started it, where I would when someone would say anything bad, like I think Lim said what the hell, and I was like language, and it became a joke, and at that point I was not in the mood for your fucking jokes. I was pissed. I didn't have that moment. It wasn't that loud, but you could hear the thunk.
yeah, as far as the incident itself, I mean, it was a poor decision, but I mean, whatever. You know,
Whatever.
it sucked. I'd be mad. Well, I mean, I'd be mad too, obviously, but I mean, Martin's been around. He doesn't. You know, he's not a problem. That was just a one-time bad decision, and unfortunately, you know, you're the one that got screwed by it. But again, you know, if the iRacing cautions were better at Darlington and the caution was thrown, then that doesn't happen. So
We could pull up Corey's if you want. I could pull up Corey's.
Jeez.
What
Oh
happened to
man,
him?
Corey said Corey
Yeah.
said all kinds of things.
Corey
Yeah.
it was bad.
Yeah.
I mean, mine was a bit more egregious, I'd say, but Corey's was like,
we had to talk Corey off the ledge because he was ready to quit racing and be race control.
And it's funny because Whitley was like, Garrett, if I was you especially, he said you or Corey, I would have like been banned. I would have been com banned, and I don't know if it was like anger or I was just in almost like shock about it, because like you don't expect that to fucking happen.
Well, if you're running 20th and got wrecked like that,
Yeah.
you're still mad. But
If I'm
not-
running NIS, I expect to get wrecked like that. Or someone to do some dumb shit like that.
yeah, it
Yeah.
does suck worse though when it happens at one of your better tracks. You know, a track that you're really looking forward to and you know you're going to be good at, and you're having a good night. And,
So-
you know, then that happens, so that definitely makes it worse.
Hence Pocono.
Because Darlington is like my Richmond for Corey. I've always been good at Darlington. I don't know. I've just figured the track out. I know how to run it. Okay? And I was like, cool, I'm going to have a good run tonight. And I was feeling good. I got the right pitch strategy going. I'd save tires. and then that fucking happens. And I think it was more devastation of like what could have been.
What stuck out to me is when you said you're feeling good. It's almost like one of the tracks that you know that you're good at and you know that you're going to dominate. It just comes naturally to you. You don't really have to think about going into the corner. Everything you do just flows, and your tire strategy is good. It's a completely different feeling. And unfortunately, I only have a couple races where I feel, or a couple tracks where I feel that way.
And what's funny is the week prior, Travis knows this. Eric, you probably do too by now. But in our other league, I won the truck race at Darlington, and then I could have won the cup race. Maybe should have drove it in a bit deep on Travis, but I wasn't trying to wreck us both in the last
Nah, I
restart.
should have shipped his ass.
Eric, you wouldn't have done nothing. I've never seen you. I've been racing with you since 2006, and I've yet to see you ship somebody.
You're right.
That's a long time.
Yeah,
That's a really long
it's
time.
been a long time.
Granted, I don't think I
You know.
would have won the truck race had Kenneth not, died in the pits. Oh,
Well,
Travis.
there was one. Oh, I think I said it on the podcast last week. There was only one time that I remember, like, actually ever dumping somebody.
You?
Once.
Eric
Ooh,
was a
do-
bad
do
boy.
tell.
I feel like I talked about this last week, but maybe not. But it wasn't this league. It was a different league.
Oh.
We were racing at Pocono, and I had a guy under me off of one, and he fenced me into one, or on the exit of one, he put me in the fence.
Okay.
It wasn't that hard. Didn't kill my car or nothing. But for whatever reason, I was just seeing red. And we went into the tunnel turn, and I dumped this shit. Basically,
Was that
I
the?
just sent him, and yeah, I
Did
think
his
it was.
name rhyme with Dick?
I don't remember. I really don't remember. I think it was Scott's '87 league, if I remember correctly.
Oh my
But
God!
yeah,
You're running 87s.
it was.
Ew.
I got put in the fence, and I was just seeing red, and I was mad. Or maybe it was the Gunner League. I really don't remember. That was a long time ago, but yeah. In all of my years of online racing, that's really the only time that I remember where ever being like, "Fuck this guy, I'm shipping him." I'd really try my best to race clean, and
Hey, Travis saw red at Pocono earlier this year.
Earlier this year?
Oh yeah.
last year, you mean?
Oh no.
What happened?
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
A certain side drafter, guy side drafted him down the front stretch, and he decided to put him in the grass.
Well, I mean, when you hear it on the mics, two different people talking about this dude aggressively side drafting to the point where they're sideswiping him. When he finally gets to you and he does it going into the tunnel turn, then he does it to you on the straightaway to the point where you halfway turning looking at the infield. You got to take care of business.
I just thought it was ironic that it also happened at Pocono, same place that happened to Eric.
Also,
Travis has all kinds of great Pocono memories.
man, I tell you, it's like the universe does not want me to win at my favorite track.
Is
Always
it
some
really your
bullshit
favorite
happens.
track, or is just your best one you drive at?
Is there a difference?
Could be.
I don't know. I feel like any kind of person that races, it's your best track. It's going to be your favorite track.
I mean,
Yeah, I've got a couple where I definitely really look forward to, like Dover, Kansas, Nashville's been pretty good to me. Rockingham, I'm excited. Rockingham's back.
Watch
so
it drive
Got that.
completely different.
the only thing I don't like about Dover is exit of turn 2. Is that so many people don't know how to drive it. Because when you go over that hump on the exit, and the car can
Yep.
get light on you if you're not careful, and they just cannot figure out how to go out of turn 2 too wide.
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite track. So back to what you're saying, Travis. My favorite track it's now a drafting track, so can't really say
Yep.
it's my favorite anymore. And
Yeah, I like to get some old Atlanta.
Old Atlanta. I bet Old Atlanta in these cars actually would be kind of fun.
It'd be way more fun than New Atlanta.
Because New Atlanta is just putting my race in someone else's hands. Just like, me and Erik got screwed at the first Atlanta this year already.
Manufactured entertainment.
So, I don't. I mean, I guess now that since Atlanta got demolished, it's not, even though it's still there, to me it's demolished. My favorite track, I mean, Darlington would be up there. When I was on the old NASCAR Thunder games and Dirt to Daytona, Martinsville was my favorite track. I don't know why. I just loved racing it.
Oh, Dirt to Daytona is a goat. Best game ever.
I still play it to this day. It's still fun. It's amazing how that game is translated to so long. I still will go back and play it because the immersion of it, building your own teams, the racing, it's still just timeless to me. I don't think any other NASCAR game has. I mean, well, because you got the first Thunder 03 and 04. I mean, even when you start out in my career, you're dog water. You put the AI on easy, and you're like, oh man, I finished 30th? Yeah, points. That's money. I'm making money for my team.
Yeah, 04 was really good.
Never thought I'd be happier in a career that I was finishing in the top 30 and I was happy. Because I made my contract incentive for that week, and so I could get more money to put more research in making a faster engine. I hope with this new one that they do something along those lines. They keep hinting that they are, but I don't, I won't trust it till I see it.
Unfortunately,
They're
got a
making
taste
the
of
new one.
iRacing.
The new one's coming out for PC, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's primarily made for obviously consoles because that's what they're going for. But
I don't have a new console. I probably when GTA comes out. Well, if GTA ever comes out.
It's a myth.
Here's a question for you guys: What happens first? GTA comes out, or I win a cup race?
GTA. No hesitation.
Ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong.
GTA comes out. I'm just sorry, Erik.
That's fine.
I tried to help you at Atlanta and push you to a win, and that screwed.
Oh, you did. You pushed the 12 until we got back in traffic and couldn't go anywhere.
And then we got screwed at the end because they can't hold it together on the last lap.
No, overall, I'm really happy with how my year's going. I mean,
aren't you leading points now? Or is
I'm second behind.
Wenzel's leading points, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to win a race, but I'm running top 5, top 10. I think I'm driving better. I'm not making mistakes. I'm not getting junked. Things are just kind of going well so far. So.
Just wait.
Erik.
Yep.
So Erik, I don't know if you heard, but Garrett here is in the Final Four in the Truck Series. Could possibly snag him a Truck Series championship on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna wreck Travis.
Probably.
Is the Cup race at night too, or is that a daytime
Yes.
race? It's a nighttime race.
I could double check on that.
Well, I'm gonna
Are
go ahead and
you
tell you
guys-
now. We're at Homestead, Erik.
Are you guys both in the Final Four?
Oh, for the truck,
Yes.
yes. For the Cup, no, because I, was
Homestead.
drunk one weekend and. I
Yeah.
You?
Our truck race at Homestead. The truck says they don't have enough balls to run the top, especially in a night race. Might be better during the daytime, but
Well, you kill the
Okay.
tires.
yeah, you're pretty much bottom feeding, unfortunately.
You can't rip the fence like Larson did. God Almighty.
Yeah, I wish they'd fix that, man, because you can't do that without burning up your tires. On here, just don't quite understand it.
So we're gonna have to. How many laps is it? I hadn't even looked.
160.
160 in the trucks?
No, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm looking at Cup.
I was about to say in the trucks.
110.
110. Hmm. So, yeah, we're gonna have to run the bottom for a lot of the first part of the race until we get to the latter stages and should try to figure out pitch strategy.
I did not practice trucks. I only practiced Cup.
I mean,
Said it was about
I assume, God, fucking yawning. I assume trucks is gonna be you can almost hold it wide open, but you're not gonna want to.
right.
Cup,
And there's going to be some guys throwing it up instantly on lap one, going to the top, and let them do it.
in Cup, I mean, granted, our race earlier this year was in the daytime, so nighttime's gonna be a bit different. But you're still gonna want to run the bottom for a while, trying to save what
I
you
ran,
got.
I ran 30 lap runs, and around lap 25 with a run, I said, you know what? Let me run the top and see what happens. And I was 2/10 quicker. Okay.
Right.
So now it's when do you make that transition, and for how long do you run to the top? You know,
I guess it's gonna be. I just you're just gonna have to time it. Like when you see other people's um, lap times really start to fall off, maybe in
and
like when
just be
you're to where you're just as fast on the bottom, then you can go to the top because you should have saved enough tire by then.
right. To be clear, I'm talking about Cup. But,
Yeah.
you can go. So the stage is at lap 60. You can go uh, uh, maybe 50 laps on a tank, so you will have to pit before that throws in something. Throws a little wrench in there. Do you want to run your tires out and not get a set until the
Why do we
stage,
even have
or
a stage for? Like, I don't. It's the last race. Shouldn't have stage, but I mean, if it's me, if it's Cup you're talking about, it's me. I'm just gonna run it out. I got nothing to lose. I'm just gonna try to win.
depends on how many sets they give you?
I would assume 160 laps, at least 4 to 5 in the pits, not counting what's on your car to start with.
Right.
So I would say at least between 4 and 5, somewhere in that ballpark.
A
At
little nervous,
least
man.
4.
I'm not the best at saving tires, so well,
We know.
historically I haven't. No, man, this new wheel, I feel like I've gotten a lot better.
It helps. I'm telling you, it helps. Because you can actually feel when you're scrubbing the tire now.
Right.
I saw a G29 on my Facebook Marketplace for 150 bucks.
Don't you have a G29?
I got a 27.
Oh, that's an upgrade. That's 2 more.
Just go straight to DD, man. Great job. Just go straight to it.
I know.
You gotta think about it, Eric. You spend a lot of, well, you don't spend a lot of time on here, but you do it at least once or twice a week. Why not, invest a little bit into it?
I should. I know I should. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes I'd rather spend money on other things, I guess.
I would laugh if the first race that Eric gets a DD wheel, he wins,
Dude
and be like, "See, there's your problem all along." Solved it.
driving like Jordan Booth all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I don't. I know that's always been a little bit of a debate that we've had, but like, does a better wheel and pedals really make you better? I mean, Ty Majeski's had the highest I rating, and he was on the G27 in a laptop. So,
But he's also an alien.
I mean, come on now.
I mean, not gonna name any names, but there's guys who have way nicer setups than I do, and I'm a lot faster.
Scott?
So,
Yeah, Scott.
I wasn't gonna.
He's got a badass setup, and he's fucking dog water.
Say any names.
I'd love to have his setup. It looks pretty
here
cool.
we go. Travis gonna get kicked out of the league again.
He's not even in it. Be like, all right, goodbye.
He's not even in. He's gonna get kicked again.
Goodbye.
Gonna kick out the broadcast now. Scott, if you're listening, I apologize.
Sometimes you gotta let them hoes know.
I
But
feel
I don't know.
like
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it does make a little bit of a difference, but I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm running fine with what I have, and until the day comes that my shit either dies or whatever. I don't know. I'm just kind of rolling with it.
I feel like I mean, and Scott's not the only one. I'm sure that's got a really nice setup and whatnot. I mean, I don't know Scott's life. He's got kids and whatever. I'm sure that takes up a lot of his time. I don't have kids. I ain't married, so I don't fucking know. Granted, I
Scott's also a little bit, not to cut you off, sorry. He's also a lot older too. Well, not a lot older, a little bit. And I've noticed
you're
between
acting
like
like he's like
they both,
60.
I know, right?
We race with
They
a
say,
60-year-old.
I
Is
mean,
he?
you could definitely tell the difference in age as far as reaction time and stuff. Look at Jordan Booth.
Is Walt 60 or is he in his 50s? I don't remember. He's up there.
We all we all notice it. Like you play online shooting games or something like you did when you were a lot younger, and you're like, man, you used to be a lot better at this.
Call
I
of Duty.
suck.
Oh man, we get on Call of Duty now and get our fucking asses handed to us.
I don't know. This with the new Black Ops Call of Duty, you might be pretty good.
I mean, I was never great on Call of Duty. Like I was decent. I could kind of hold my own. I was never great by any means, but
I had a
Oh my.
2.25 KD in Modern Warfare 3.
I did not.
Eric used to get so mad. What was that? What was it? It wasn't gun game. It
No,
was
gun
it
game
was a
might have
two
been
v
that.
two
Yeah.
Team
gunfight.
Tactical.
Gunfight.
Gun
Yeah.
gunfight.
Oh. Oh, you didn't like gun games because people come knife you and knock you down a gun? I would go into lobbies and just run around and do that to people. I wouldn't even try to shoot.
Which game even was that? Which one was that? Was that one of the Black Ops?
I can't keep up.
Let's see. Well, there's Team Tactical in Modern Warfare 3, which is either 2v2 or 2v or 3v3. Gunfight may have been Modern Warfare 2, because I know it wasn't Black Ops, either one of those.
Yeah, I don't really
Or
remember.
COD 4 maybe?
I wasn't too heavily into the Call of Duties. I had some of them, but
They're remaking SOCOMs.
no, SOCOM.
Supposedly.
We played the shit out of SOCOM.
Everywhere I've read, it's kind of confirmed. So I'm hoping it's confirmed because I love SOCOM.
If there's no snipe, no cross,
Yeah.
no deal.
Yeah. If it's not Snipe No Cross, I don't want it.
Next thing you know, TeamSpeak's going to be coming back.
Now then there'd be some asshole in there with a lag switch, fucking sniping with a pistol across the map. Remember those
Ooh.
days?
Yep.
Yeah. Was it Gavin, one of
Gavin
Eric's
had
buddies?
one. Yep.
He had a mod disc back then on PlayStation 2. You had to start up this modded disc and then hurry up and pull it out and stick the SOCOM game in on the load screen or some bull crap, and next thing you know, he's sniping people across the map with a pistol.
Man,
Remember the days when you could buy a game, pop it in, and play?
I knew this was going to come
Remember that?
up.
No,
I knew
no
this was going to come
installation,
up.
no updates, no installs, nothing to download. You literally popped in the game and played. God, those were the days.
There were still
Eric,
updates. When you got to the 360
3.
era.
SOCOM 3 had a patch. That was the first game that I played that had a patch for online. So they started way back then, Eric.
Yeah, still not like they are now.
No, you remember
No.
midnight releases?
Oh yeah.
So
Mhm.
I have a very vivid memory of my going to the midnight release of Halo 3 and standing outside of GameStop. Got there at 9:30 to try to get towards the front of the line. Granted, there have been dudes already sitting there since 5 o'clock. Like they went and got supper and then pitched a tent in front of GameStop.
Mm.
And I remember like that midnight release throwing football with somebody in the parking lot, just these bunch of random dudes, didn't even know them. We're just throwing the football, just playing, just doing random shit. Nowadays, it's just, I'll just sit here at home and wait for it to release after I've downloaded it 3 days early that I paid an extra $10 for.
We used to be a country.
Yeah, we used to be a proper country. I remember. I went to at least one or two of those midnight releases. I think probably for the GTA's. I think I did.
I never went to a midnight release for GTA. You kidding me?
I did. I think I'm pretty sure I did anyway.
I went to Halo 3.
Never done it.
I went to Modern Warfare 3. Let's see. There was another couple I went to. I'm trying to think now. Maybe they weren't that important if I don't remember them.
Oh, breaking news, Garrett.
What?
Chucky signed up for Cup and Truck. Rest of
Fuck!
I think the admins are gonna have to do something about that. He's
Fuck.
he's one of the guys that should be going back down to the ARCA series.
I love that I signed up and he has yet to put me on the roster for Full Throttle. But
They'll probably
he
get to
doesn't
it.
have me listed as a free agent. Excuse me.
Did you pay?
I haven't paid yet, no.
And things that make you go, huh?
You don't have to. They don't make you pay until we get closer.
Oh.
I may withdraw. Well, Corey's pissed enough now. We can probably get him in there full time.
He says something about if our normal problem child isn't dealt with, he's not going to run or not going to run full time. Not sure.
Well, he did say in our group chat this week that he was so pissed that he doesn't care. He's going to run anyways. But
Yeah.
It's Corey. That's Thunder Thimble for you. We'll find out how he really feels.
Yeah, just give him a couple weeks, let him cool down.
So a couple other, kind of interesting things in the sports world today. Watched Ovechkin take the all-time goal record. That was cool to watch.
It only did it in like 1 or 2 more games than Gretzky. Like, it was
I
almost
think it
dead
was
on.
yeah. It was. I think it was dead on, or maybe a game off, which is ridiculous. It's really pretty crazy when you think about it.
What do you think of the longevity of both of them? How long they were in the league? Like, both of them. I mean, I'm surprised Ovechkin made it this far with the injuries and crap that's happened to him. But when he did it, I mean, that place went crazy, and rightfully so. I mean, you don't see that in your lifetime, maybe once.
Yeah, I mean, I know there was a lot of Caps fans in the building, but still, I mean, everybody there, whether you're a Caps fan or not, I think wanted to see that and was happy for it. So it was pretty cool. The crowd reaction was awesome, even if it wasn't a home game for him.
Right.
Yeah, I watched a replay of the ice soccer game. That's pretty cool.
Oh my god.
We don't.
I know you Southerners don't like hockey as much, but
I've been going to hockey. What the fuck you talking about?
That was more towards Travis.
We have a hockey team down here, just not major. But I wouldn't mind going to one.
Get my jersey, Erik, and I'll show you.
Oh, I was talking to Travis. You're good.
Look. Next time they have, I guess when winter comes around, I don't know when they start, but I'll go to the local hockey game and I'll take a picture.
What?
I mean,
Yeah.
a local team is one thing, but being at an NHL game is pretty awesome. It's way better than watching on TV.
Right.
I mean, I'd have to drive pretty far for an NHL game.
You don't have any
I mean,
area.
yeah, I'd have to go 4 hours to see the Hurricanes play.
I'm 2
they
hours
are falling
from
apart,
yeah.
and it is pissing me off.
I'm 2 hours from Ottawa, so that's usually where I end up going.
Not as much as the Braves are pissing me off, but
that's fine. They got 150 games left.
I know there's so many fucking baseball games.
My dad is obsessed with baseball, right? Huge Yankees fan. He watches pretty much every fucking game. I'm like, man, I just can't get into it. Like,
I mean,
I
feel like baseball is something you had to have been watching for like most of your life. It's kind of hard for newer people to kind of break into it, I guess.
Unless it's college.
Nah. I'd rather watch Little League World Series than college. Wait for the reaction. Let's see. See what Travis
whatever.
say. Hey, some of them
No, I
Little
was
League
thinking.
World Series kids, I mean, first of all, it's like this kid's 12. He's 6'4". He's not 12. Don't fucking lie to me.
He's got a beard. Wait, what?
It's a full beard.
He just bartended at the local bar last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just grows quickly. Yeah. I'm a millionaire. Okay.
Wait, what's those track marks from steroid shots? What?
I saw him drive here. He's 12.
Jesus.
Why does his social security card look like it's from 1965?
But
And also you had Supercross in the mud last night. Did you see that?
see replays.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I just saw replays and stuff. And
I've
that
never watched Supercross, like ever.
I'll watch it like if I'm home and it's on and I got nothing else to watch, I'll put it on. Like I don't watch it religiously or anything, but yeah,
I was big.
they were I think they were at Foxborough last night actually, and it was raining and it was a mutter. Like
I was big into it when it was on actual TV, all the races. Now since they went to, I know it's not everybody's favorite subject, but now since they went to streaming, the majority of the season, I
yeah,
just
most of them are on Peacock. Yeah.
yeah, I'm not watching the cock.
Well, I'd hope you wouldn't, unless it's your own. But just saying.
Ba-da-ba-da-ps.
I mean, I'm looking at. I'm sorry, I went back to hockey, Eric. I was just looking at the standings of who's in the playoffs already, and who's just
My Rangers are so frustrating this
they
year.
fucking fell apart.
Fuck, man. It's like they started the year great, and then they were awful for a bit, and
Right.
then they've been like just good enough to sort of stay in contention. But it's like they can never win like 2 or 3 games in a row to really get there. They're just kind of hanging around. I think
Yeah.
we're done. I don't see us getting in unless
It's
we
like
win
you and
out.
I racing.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of hanging around.
Kind of good, sort of, but not good enough. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just kind of hanging out. Yeah. Yeah. You kind of look back and you're like, yeah, I'm still here. You're just kind of back there waving, like, yeah, I'm over here. Don't mind me. I'm just hanging out. You're gonna get one, Eric. You're gonna sneak up there and get one from us. It's gonna be when we least expect it. You're gonna
Well, at least the expected would be at a road course. There's no fucking way that's happening.
you're gonna hit the pitch strategy right. You're gonna hit the cautions right, and you're gonna take the win. I'm calling it now. It'll happen.
No,
I
I
mean,
hope so. Like I said, I'm having a good year so far. So
it won't happen
hopefully.
at a road course. God, we need the help of the gods for that to happen.
Yeah. Well, I don't think God himself could make that happen.
Eric, but that's really surprising because there was a moment after, when we were running our leagues on NASCAR, after NASCAR '09, it didn't really produce a decent game afterwards. So
No.
we switched to, well, we had Toka, Race Driver 3. We
Toka was
kind
fun.
of did a lot there, and then we did a lot on Gran Turismo. You had plenty of experience.
Yeah, but I don't know that road racing on the PS3 really translates much to iRacing. I don't
Well,
feel like I'm an awful road racer by any means. There's just guys in here who are a lot better.
Wenzel.
yeah.
I'm just gonna find Wenzel's house and then just disconnect his internet for the night. The next road course.
Was he always like this? I don't remember him at first being this fast on road courses. Can't remember.
I thought he was always quick. Maybe not the alien that he is now. But I also know that he does a lot of outside, official IMSA stuff as well. So that probably also helps, I would imagine.
Especially with the Cup car because it's not an oval car.
He's like Shane Van Gisbergen, except he's a bit better at ovals.
Yeah,
You mean
just
a
a
lot
bit.
better.
Just a bit.
Just a bit. What you need help with there, Mike? You need to make them diecast real so I could buy one from you.
Eric's gonna load up his basement with him.
No, Mike's working on making his own custom diecasts, and he could do them in our iRacing paints. And Eric could probably buy 6 of them. You'll have his
I
own
got one
name
for
on
him.
it.
There's already diecast on my cars.
With
Because
your
you were. Oh
name
my
on it,
god,
you shitbag.
this fucking guy.
With your actual name on it, you dumbass. Like, not like,
Yeah.
oh, Ryan Blaney.
Yeah, maybe like the Penske schemes that I run might be cool to have a car of.
Just not the black one. You have bad luck in that one.
Black one.
Yeah, the black and the Advance Auto Parts one.
Oh no, I was talking about the Penske, not the Cup car, but the
Oh.
truck and Xfinity car that Michael
Because you
painted
can't
for me.
win in the. You can only win in the minor leagues.
Yeah, last year. Well, now I can't win anything. Can't even win there anymore.
You
A lot
get
more
real-
competition. There's a lot more competition in our truck series this year, which is not a bad thing. I mean, it's good, because our truck series kind of tapered off last year, but definitely going to be hard to win.
You got two. You're making it real close there, Mike. When you get it done, I have two requests of mine. It's the purple fucker car and then the Country Time car. Sorry, I love that Country Time scheme I had. I think it was dope as fuck.
It was just bad luck, huh?
Don't start. I've vented enough. I don't want unless you just want me to vent more is what you want.
No.
Yes.
Beef.
It's I don't know. I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna be like that person like oh Martin won now. I don't.
No, shit happens.
It's just a poor mistake that cost
Has he said
me-
anything?
No.
Oh, no. Fuck that. I don't know. That's what I don't get when people do shit like that. You know you screwed somebody's race up when they come and plow you. You know you did something stupid. Go
Yeah.
apologize.
I've done it. I've done it publicly. I'll post it for everybody to see.
I don't.
But
That's kind of like with David Wright over there in SCSRA. He'll run your ass over and not say shit. Like, dude, we race every week. No, I could take you out next week, right?
you'd have to back up
At
for
least-
that to happen.
Normally it's when I catch him to lap him.
I mean, I'm not. I want to say I'm over it, but you're not really over it. It's Carson Hocevar just posted something on Twitter. Sorry. I don't know if y'all can see this. I'll put it on my camera. This is what Carson Hocevar just posted. He did that.
What did he do?
I'm tired of this luck, Grandpa, and he put his 77 over from holes.
Oh,
And the grandpa was
yep.
like, "That's too damn bad."
That's funny.
And the first comment, "You make your own luck by running into stuff every week."
I feel like he's a cool dude. Like, he just tries to drive like Chastain.
Well,
Like he
according
used
to what
to.
I keep reading, is that Chastain is his mentor.
Oh, there it is.
That's what I've heard and read. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. That's just what I've read. But my prediction of what I asked him before the year started is coming true. Hey Carson, how many
Yeah.
people are you gonna hit this year? He didn't think it was funny. Rajah Carew thought it was hilarious. Bingo. And I honestly don't think the guy's bad. He's doesn't know how to channel his aggression. As like Michael said, somebody neutered Chastain. Don't know who did that. That is a good question because Chastain is like never in the mix anymore as he used to be.
Has he been in a position to do something crazy?
Not Cup. He
like
has
he used
been
to
in
be?
Xfinity.
Yeah, I mean, he probably could have won yesterday.
Yeah. He probably could have won the trucks at Homestead, and he blew that up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Right.
I don't feel like he's the same. Maybe I'm wrong.
So how are we feeling about Bristol this week?
What do you think? Take a guess,
Nope.
Eric. How we feeling? How we feeling about Bristol?
Well, before y'all get into Bristol, I'm gonna go ahead and hop on out of here. I'm gonna let y'all discuss that one.
We'll
Okay.
Yeah,
briefly
but go.
discuss this Bristol and then
Yeah,
maybe call it a night.
we're reaching the hour mark, and we got some good content. Because I'm sure Travis wanted me to go off a bit more. It's what he probably sat here and waited for, wait for me to crash out.
Nah, I didn't expect you to. I was here for it though.
I don't know, man. There's more I wanted to like just be angry about, but at the same time, what's the point now? Like, it's
Ain't gonna.
1, 2, 3, 4 days ago.
Yeah, it ain't gonna change.
No, I still finished
Ain't gonna change
34th.
shit.
So it's not like it changed. And now
And
we as a team are back to 6th now. We're no longer 5th all year. We're in 6th place in team standings. Because I
I'm
died.
looking at
Matt
so my
was,
league. Oh, go ahead.
I died. Matt wasn't there. Jai had a rough night again, and then poor Mike here got killed twice. So I don't know. I don't know what to do to get us out of this funk, man. Like I'm so up and down where I have a great run and then the next week I get murdered. So
Yeah, I'm looking at my past Bristol races now. My 3 Cup starts. This obviously isn't including dirt. 2nd, 7th, and 2nd. So
Eric's gonna win.
just don't take tires too early like you did at the fall Bristol race last year. You immediately went to the back after everyone else took tires and you didn't have another set.
I think no, the last race there wasn't Austin Walton was gonna win, right? And I think a yellow came out or something.
Yeah. I mean, looking at my Bristol races, I was 17th, 16th, and 8th. Hey, another 8th place finish. So, top 15, top 10 for me would be my guess of where I would finish. Yeah, you got it right, Mike. It's going to be a lot of attrition.
A lot of eye pacing, probably.
Well, you got to think the second Bristol race last year, we actually had a decent amount of green flag racing because, number one, no fast repair. So, I mean, I think that we could have some decent green flag racing.
Yeah, at least at Bristol, with the no fast repair, unlike Martinsville, Bristol's higher speeds, so there's probably more likelihood of hitting something hard enough to kind of ruin your night. Where Martinsville, you're going slower, you can kind of hit everything and keep digging. So,
or you could be like Michael and hit something at 30 miles an hour at Bristol and ruin your night.
well, yeah, or that. Just don't hit the wheel and you're good.
Fucking. He's got some of the worst luck at Bristol I've seen out of all of us. I mean, and the thing about Bristol is you can actually there's 2 distinct lines you can run there. You can run the top, which is fast, but kills your tires, or you could run the bottom, a bit slower, but it saves your tires. So,
Yeah, you can kind of run the. Yeah, I usually struggle to run the bottom after you get some laps on the tires. You can kind of do it on freshies, but eventually you kind of got to move to the top. At least I do. I mean, some guys are good enough to make the bottom work the whole run, but I've never really been able to.
I've kind of figured it out somewhat. I mean, I still need to work on it, but it's just, Booth kind of helped with that. Learning just how to wrap the bottom because you kind of have to drive it a bit with the brake going in to wrap the bottom, then just easy on the throttle. But I think that Bristol can be good. Do I have faith in it? If 40 guys show up, nope, I don't. Which is not trying to say we don't need everybody to show up. Before anybody assumes, I don't want anybody to show up. just saying.
Yeah, we got all 3 series there this week too, don't we? Well, I mean, I run the truck. Xfinity, I will not. Well, I said
you don't.
I wasn't gonna run Darlington, but I hopped in there and got junked. So.
Within what? It was like 20-something laps? Because I remember you got jumped
Yeah, it didn't
early.
take very long. I think Ramsdale bounced off the fence, bounced off another car, bounced off the fence, and then bounced into me.
Damn, pinball,
There
Erik.
Yeah, he was a pinball. There was nothing I could do. I was just trying to get by him, and he bounced off the wall and cleaned me out. So I don't get mad when I get wrecked in Xfinity because I mean that series doesn't matter for me, but it would have been fun to run the race
Right.
because that car was a handful around there.
I'll hop on out of here. I'll see y'all later.
Okay.
Yeah, we can maybe call it a night. I think we probably touched on everything.
I was just looking at some more hockey stuff since he's not here, and he's not interested in. Oh yeah, and the Yukon women won another championship today. Ooh, big surprise. Who is actually in? When do the playoffs start? The Stanley Cup playoffs, they start?
Probably a couple weeks.
Because I'm looking at who's locked in. Or is that what that says? What's the X stand for? Yeah, clinch playoff berth. So LA is in, Vegas is in, Colorado, Dallas, and Winnipeg are in, Carolina, Washington, Florida, Tampa Bay, and wait, is that Florida? Yeah, the Panthers, and Toronto. So who else are we waiting on that could get in? I don't know. I'm trying to see here. I feel bad for you and the Rangers still, though. You just started out good and then.
Yeah, it's just been a frustrating year. Like I said,
kind of went to shit in the middle of the season.
Yeah, like they're just good enough to kind of stay in the hunt, but just I don't know. We're not gonna make it unless we win out, which that's not gonna happen. I think we got some tough games left.
Let's see who you got left. Let me pull it up real quick. Schedule for the rest of April. You've got the Lightning tomorrow night.
That's a loss.
Probably. Flyers, that should be a win.
That should be a win.
Islanders, that could be.
Could go either way.
Should be a win. Should be. You play us, you got the Hurricanes. That's probably going to be a loss.
Yes, and Carolina, Florida, Tampa.
Yeah, that's 3 straight losses.
That's brutal. Yeah, stick a fork on us. We're done.
So you might get 50, break even on your wins and losses this year.
Yeah.
Yikes. I don't know. Carolina's been playing like dog water this past couple weeks too. So, I mean, just didn't even show up last night against the Bruins at all, and then should have won against Detroit. Threw that away. I spanked the Capitals. So I don't know. I'm not really confident in Carolina's how deep they'll go in the playoffs right now, just from how they're playing. So I don't know, really. But fun fact: there will be a hockey team on my favorite team car for our when is that race? I don't remember where it's at. Ski races, there it is. The second Daytona's favorite sports team. Why that? I don't know. And why is Chicago patriotic but not Memorial Day at Charlotte?
I don't know.
Kind of question.
I don't know if Michael fucking joined us tonight. We could ask him.
No, right? You know, he said he just looks at the chat and doesn't answer.
Well, not that it matters because I won't be at Charlotte anyway.
Right.
Neither will Corey or Tony or Jordan.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is Full Throttle not going to even show up for the...
Well, me, Corey, and Tony will be in Indianapolis.
Oh, that's right. No, I knew you guys were going to Indy, but because Michael was like, Garrett, can we just be in a chat together? Because I'll be by myself.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Like,
which that sucks too, because that's going to hurt the team points.
y'all are leading at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oof, y'all better get a comfy lead
Right.
before then. Something.
Yeah, I think Jordan said he's got a wedding, and then the three of us will be at Indy. So
Maybe we'll make up some points. 40XLI will actually start showing up and not getting murdered. I don't really know. I mean, I just now, because I was looking at our schedule, I just realized that when Josh posted the Daytona dual schedule, that's me in the background. I didn't even realize that. Oh well. So that's just random thought of the day I just saw. Because we got Bristol, Easter break. Oh, and Dega right after that. Ugh. Another just giving my race to someone else, and hope I don't get murdered. I'm more curious.
I think we got a decent stretch of kind of normal racetracks coming up, don't we?
So go Dega after the Easter break, and then we go Texas, Kansas, North Wilkesboro for the All-Star thing, Charlotte, Nashville, Michigan.
Yeah, that's a good stretch of races there.
And then whether or not we have Mexico in June or not, we'll find out.
Then it's a bit of a shit show. I'm looking at the schedule.
Pocono, which could be good. Atlanta, shit show. Chicago, if you're not Wenzel, probably a shit show. Sonoma, we got Chicago and Sonoma back to back.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Fuck me.
God. So
although Chicago was good to us last year.
I'm gonna text Jai. Yeah, it was good for me and you, second and third. I'm gonna text Jai and be like, "Look, you need to start practicing. You got Chicago and Sonoma back to back. I need you to do something about that."
I actually really enjoyed Chicago, and I'm not just saying that because I finished third, but like even when I was like testing the track and in practice and stuff, it's actually kind of fun to drive. And I normally don't really enjoy road courses, but Chicago's actually kind of fun.
And then Dover, Indy, Iowa, Watkins Glen, Richmond, Daytona. It's not a bad stretch to end on.
Yeah, after Talladega, that's a really good stretch of racetracks. Kind of normal racetracks. Shouldn't have a bunch of cautions, you wouldn't think. So hopefully have some good races there.
I'm looking at the playoff cutoff. Bristol is a cutoff race. Ugh. And then Roval, and then Barnesville. God, they are so ugh. The cutoff races are Gotta hope I do good if I make the playoffs in the early races in that. If not, I'm in the tank. I don't know. I think once we get out of April, we have us a good stretch to go through May and most of June. So, got a good month or so of good stretch of good racetracks that I'm kind of looking forward to.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm looking forward to them, yeah.
So, well, let's wrap it up there for tonight. It's been good. Got a good amount of covering just about everything. I wish Michael could have been here. He decided to be a pud and not answer, and then Corey said he's sick. Don't know what we define as sick anymore, but we'll see. But it's been fun, and I will post this just shortly.